Hi there, welcome to my channel, The Rooted and Thriving Blogger. My name is Ravina, and in today's episode, I am going to make a planter container that's eco-friendly and budget conscious too. So let's get right to it. And I'm going to actually use the trailer, filler, and spiller method in doing the container. So first, let me show you my container. These are containers that I got from Aldi's, and I made sure that you have good drainage, good holes on this one, and I'm going to line them up with cardboard and boxes and plastics to make it super light and not too heavy with the soil. So just to be on the safe side, just want to show you this is a good drainage, and this is very important as you make your container. So I'm going to start lining this up with plastic bottles, something that you already have, just so that the pot is not too heavy. So I have some cardboard as well that I'm going to put in here before I put the soil. And this will just disintegrate at some point. Just make sure that you have enough soil for your pot. So I'm adding more. Adding more cardboard, and I'm just removing some tape to fill this, and then I'm going to add the soil, and we're going to start planting our container. So over time, this cardboard will disintegrate, and it will be a good compost for the soil. And so all you do is just fill it up again and just add a little more soil by next year. But this is a good way to fill up the soil, so you don't use a lot, and like I said, not go too heavy. So now I'm going to put my soil in. I'm going to add more. I'm going to add more soil. The struggle is real. All right. So I will leave it here like this for now, and let's talk about the trailer. So trailer is basically your center stage. This is your plant that's going to be the party in your container. It's going to be a big one, and it's going to create a good lush background for your container. And this is actually a berry white hydrangea, so I'm very excited. I have like limelight hydrangea, so this is the first time that I'll be putting in a container of berry white hydrangea, so I'm very excited for this. So I bought this in a local nursery, and they are a couple and it's their hobby where they propagate hydrangea. So I got this, and I got limelight, and I got the wedding. So I had this in mind when I bought this to make this into a container gardening. So as you can see, I'm going to test this out, and like I said, we're going to use the thriller, filler and spiller method in doing the container. So let's see, let's take this out. Good. Yeah, see, good drainage. So I'm going to put this in the middle. Going to remove this kind of grasses in here. So what I'll do first is kind of situate my plant as to how I would look it. And for my spiller, I'm going to actually put Astilbe. So these are Astilbe that I got from my sister's garden. She has a beautiful garden, and most of the time I would get plants from her. So this is the white Astilbe. Just going to cut this in there, put it in there, and like right now I'm just putting all of these plants together. I'm not planting them yet. I'm just going to remove some of these grasses that went with it. But anyway, like I said, my sister has a beautiful garden and she has a lot of plants, and I get most of my plants from her. And it's okay that this Astilbe is looking big right now, because this hydrangea will grow big. Okay, so I think I kind of like that, or maybe I'll put it towards the back. So this is my thriller, my filler, and I'm going to add more. This is another Astilbe, but the color of this is going to be pink. So this is a white Astilbe, and this is going to be a pink Astilbe. So I think I'll put it in here. And the next thing I'll use is maybe put a hosta into the mix. So these came from my garden too. So for this episode, actually, the only thing that I bought is the container, which is $12.99 from Aldi's, and this hydrangea, the very white hydrangea from a local nursery, which cost me about $8. So, and then the soil are $5 for $10 from Home Depot. So this is a very economical way of making a container, and I really want to make a container that is perennial. So most of the plants that I use are all perennial, because I don't want to plant every year for annual plants. So these plants will all come back year after year, and they will grow, and once they start feeling really good, then I can just thin them out again. So anyway, so I have the hydrangea white berry, which is going to be beautiful. I have the white Astilbe, I have the pink Astilbe, and then I'm going to put the hostas now, which is a very good one. So these are called Creeping Jenny, which are going to be my spiller. And look at this beautiful chartreuse color. These are prolific ground cover, and they grow really big and beautiful, and they would just trail on the side of this plant container that I'm making. So right now I'm just kind of placing them where I want them, and then I'm going to put the soil. So look at this beautiful trailing Creeping Jenny that I'm going to place in there, and maybe another here. I'll probably move this one on this side and move this here. I think that's already crowded, don't you think? So probably this is probably going to be enough. All right, so comes the fun part. We're going to add more soil. Oh, soil is over here. So I'm putting these plant containers on my porch, and as you can see, I have this one which is like the lemon, and I think it's called ginkgo bilboa, that you can use for tea, that I had many years ago. But I don't really have a lot of decoration for the front porch, so I thought, why not go ahead and start something now. So I'm going to make, actually planning on making 3 containers for the front porch, but they're all perennial, so they're all going to come back, and I don't need to worry about them dying during winter. So all right, so I'm going to just take this out first. So this is my trailer, my filler, which is the Hostas, the pink Astilbe and the white Astilbe. And now I'm going to put the spiller, which is this creeping jenny here, right here. Alright, so I think I'm going to move this a while towards more the middle a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to put mulch to cover this, and then I'm going to water it, and then I'll keep you guys posted for the next video. So now I'm going to put in this black mulch. These are all leftovers from my project in the backyard. So it's a good way to put mulch whenever you plant, because it helps keep the moisture, especially during hot season, during the summer. And I live in Georgia, so it's going to be hot in here in a few months, or next month actually. So this is my plant container, and I'm going to give you guys an update in a few days how they are doing. So this is my container. I have the white berry hydrangea, the pink astilbe, the white astilbe, the hostas, and the creeping jenny. And it's going to live in my front porch, and I know that it will be beautiful in the weeks to come, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching.